Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Leo reading. The new moon in Leo is occurring in a couple of days, very, very early in the morning on the west coast of the U.S. So that means that most of the world will be experiencing this on the 15th, tomorrow. But what is occurring is that this new moon is very closely aligned with the Venus retrograde cycle, and it is trining Chiron. So this is a lot about the opportunity for new cycles, that it's never too late to begin again. And we're beginning again with simplicity in mind, as we've taken responsibility for the things that we want to change about our own behaviors, the experiences we've had in the past that haven't worked out for us. We're now moving forward with clarity, with simple intention, with ease. So let's get started, Cancer, with your overall energy for this reading is the card, the Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. And this is really in keeping with this new moon energy, which falls for you, Cancer, in your 12th house. This is the house of your desire to learn the lessons of your lifetime, of your current situation, what you're resolving. And I can't think of a more perfect card for you, Cancer, as in many ways the Ace of Cups, as are all cups, deeply aligned with your watery nature. Your water representing spirit, the emotions, the unconscious levels of consciousness, and the flow of life, the flow that provides for life, that gives life. You're in a time of deep appreciation for your experiences, for what you've learned, for all the resources you've had in your life, particularly for the love. And the love is something I would venture to say that you are almost built to reflect back to the world. So your ability to be empathetic, to care for others, to nurture those, without judgment, without an expectation, is so reflective of this deep connection you may feel with the energy of the moon, the mother, the great mother, the core of nature. This is your opportunity to accept all of the flow of resources that are coming to you and the ability to see how these are supporting your growths and your desire. In the card for the Sun, the High Priestess, representing your conscious mind, your conscious effort. So this again tells me a lot about this experience of self-knowledge, this experience from which your wisdom grows from, so that you are recognizing that you've not only gained the knowledge you need to do what you need to do, but you've more than that earned the wisdom of your experiences, so you know when to apply or implement your knowledge in any given situation. This is about holding back the truths or the information that you recognize is not always appropriate in every situation. You are deeply connected with your ancestral tribe. It can be an individual relative, or it can be your cultural heritage in a much larger sense. But this is you connecting with that ancestral energy that knows you, that understands you, and that understands your purpose. You are in a place of deep realization, but also deep reflection on what your experiences are telling you, are sharing with you. And this may be part of the wisdom that you are gaining, that the empathy, the flow of love and concern needs to be applied judiciously. It needs to be applied on the basis of real need And that may be something that you are consciously considering and contemplating as you understand and begin to understand what you need to do in this moment. And the Moon card position is the Fool. This is absolutely beautiful. The Fool card is your promptings from your own soul's journey to do exactly as we're being globally prompted by this new moon energy, and that is to begin again. That it's never too late to start fresh, that you've accumulated a great depth of knowledge and wisdom that you are now learning to apply to your own needs first. And that, of course, makes us all think about the airline instruction for mothers or parents to save themselves first. And this is something that may have taken you a while to appreciate in the way that you are now understanding deeply the necessity of self-care, self-healing, and the care and love we can give to ourselves, again, reflects the love we're capable of giving to others rather than the other way around. This is you taking a risk with this knowledge, and it can mean you striking out in a totally new direction for you. One that is going to have a great impact on perhaps your greatest wishes, your greatest desires, achieving a kind of freedom that you have always dreamed of and perhaps never felt was quite possible for you. But you are releasing yourself from old stories in the past and really investing faithfully in your ability to overcome whatever obstacles come your way. You are so in sync and in alignment with who you are and what you desire that you don't need to know where this journey is taking you for you to know that it is aligned for you. In the present, we have the Six of Cups, and this is a very much in alignment with your family of origin, your childhood, home, or an experience of your formative years where you felt truly joyful, expressive, able to enjoy and be engaged in your skills and talents in a way that had no expectations, so that you were free and joyful, finding pleasure in play and whatever it is you naturally gravitated to, whatever your heart naturally filled your heart. Whatever talent that was, you are reconnecting with that, perhaps through an old friend, family members, a meeting or gathering of old friends or family are allowing you to re-experience a time of joy, of nostalgia, of pleasure in experiences and relationships that may no longer be around you, but that you may have an opportunity to reinvent, recreate, or start afresh. In the past, the Five of Pentacles is very clearly indicating that you had once felt yourself not quite enough, not having quite enough, not being quite enough to do whatever it is you wanted. You may have felt content or somewhat resentful about seeing others, perhaps others very close to you, get the things that they wanted. At some level, you had a feeling that these things were not for you. These things were for other reasons, for whatever reason, that you were outside of this opportunity of abundance or more, or feeling supported. And that is something that you are healing. You're directly healing the sense of being somehow disabled or different in a way that puts you at a disadvantage. And this, it can speak about our cultural heritage, our family's financial situation, the way that we were raised up to look at material resources, abundance, or even money as bad. So there's a whole lot of stories embedded in this experience. But for you, you are about healing that sense of inadequacy, of not enough. You've been turning that into an experience of abundance, of flow, of natural flow, realizing that you were gifted with many of the same opportunities as others, and that your ability to prioritize your needs and desires is representing your growth. And in the future, we have the Knight of Cups, which is really describing this new exploration, this new journey the Fool is taking you on, and your ability and willingness to open up your heart more fully than you may have before. In so doing, you are allowing yourself to be more childlike, more excited, and enjoying the experience of your own imagination, your own creativity. You're discovering new things about yourself, perhaps that you did not allow yourself in the past to indulge in. But you are open up to things that gave you pleasure and that now you can re-explore. You have this opportunity that you have earned. The Fool represents a lot of work going into the sense of liberation that you may be experiencing, so that this is not just a feel-good, happy, light expression of your inner child. No, this is you having worked towards releasing all the restrictions that you once felt about giving way, giving a new opening for your creative and imaginative abilities, your desires. And you're exploring those without any assumptions about where those are leading you. That is part of the joy and the faith, the pleasure that you're experiencing at this time. I'm going to clarify the Six of Cups in your presence with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Indeed, this represents a tremendous clearing away of old stories, old obstacles, a recognition that things that you may have surrounded your life with are no longer working for you. And this comes after long experiences of giving your power away with an expectation that you would receive something back for that, which apparently continuously disappointed you. This is very specific. It feels as though it is impacting your ability to express yourself freely, because what is emerging at this time is a whole lot of a questing, curious energy, explorative energy around your desires, your interests, your talents, and new ways to do the things that inspire you. New things, new ways of expressing your passions. And this is something that you are freely exploring, new ideas, new plans, new passions that you're exploring and discovering within yourself, within your relationships, so that you are, again, investing in this faith that you know how to move things forward in a way that ensures their success now. And you're doing that in an unfettered way, unattached to the expectations or needs of others, but more closely grounded to the desires of your own. I'm also going to clarify the Knight of Cups in the future with the Seven of Wands and the Two of Cups. This is beautiful. Not only are you honing in on your own expertise, your own confidence, your own passion, the areas of interest or the areas of your life or experience that you can own, that you now can defend through this very productive but long experience of cord cutting, of moving away, separating yourself from those things that have not served you, those expectations of others that you have tried to meet unsuccessfully, finally realizing that your ability to say no actually is what is allowing you to unattach, to separate yourself from these old stories, these old behaviors, these old expectations of yours. And that has not only unleashed your expertise, liberated your ability to be more creative, more expressive around the things that you know you're good at, the things you've worked on developing, but it's also allowing you to really reflect more deeply on this arena of your self-knowledge, this arena of the way that you are reflecting perhaps the love and resources of your ancestry, your family, your culture, and how that sense of being connected up with and in alignment with your own dreams and your own desires is reflecting and connecting you more deeply in all of your relationships. So that this sense of connection, is more deeply tied to a sense of mutual and reciprocal love and caring. This is the connection that is motivating your move into a new, uncharted arena. I hope this is resonating for you, Cancer. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the love and support that I get, particularly from you Cancers. So I pulled a divine crystal, and I'm just going to read part of this rhodonite crystal card. I love rhodonite. And it describes when you would use the rhodonite, when that cubicle life has got you down, when it's time to drop the people-pleasing facade and start something that really lights you up, when you're ready to use your real unique powers to actually make this rapidly spinning planet a more beautiful place. And the mantra, go with your heart. I'm thanking you so much, Cancer, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.